We're gonna try and mess around with this El Camino today, so let's see what we got. I'm just gonna apologize in advance. It's super windy outside today, so I don't know how that's gonna affect the audio and the video, but we'll go ahead anyways. So, a little bit of a different video for you guys today. We got a 64 El Camino, pretty cool. That nice Chevelle badge. So the guy who used to have it upgraded everything, updated I should rather say, and he's put a new kind of fuel injection system and distributor and ignition system. There's an MSD, a whole new wiring harness, so that makes things a little more complicated, I'd say, because I haven't really dealt with these before, but there is just wiring as far as the eye can see on this vehicle, and that's probably where our issues are stemming from.
Get in and turn it over. I'll put a little gas in. Wait.
Yeah, just let me know when.
Okay.
Alright, let's see. Oh, is this automatic? Yeah. Sounds so cool. The interior is super cool. Got a red interior. Really nice. No carpet though. And it has power windows, which is super cool.
Yeah, that.
And they actually work. Look at that. Some thick glass too.
Probably need to be accessed and lubed.
It's a really clean car.
In its day, electric windows was a big deal.
I can't believe it's automatic. I didn't know they had automatics early 60s. Yeah. Metal radiator hose. Fast forward 1 month later. So that last video was from Thanksgiving break. Now it's Christmas break and I'm back home again in Oregon. It has good spark, but the fuel is the issue. So we're gonna try and see what we can do about fuel today. We want to see if the fuel's actually getting up and getting injected through that weird new style throttle body. But yeah, I don't really know where to begin. When I first came out here, as I said before, like, it's got a ton of wiring all over the place, and it looks like some kind of air ride suspension in the rear. But anyways, it had a dead battery, so I've got it on charge now, so we can see if we can do anything. Apologize, that wind is probably horrible. But yeah, we've just hooked up the battery charger. We're trying to get some juice back into it before we can really do much. But not sure where to begin. I guess we'll start checking for power. I already went through all the fuses and they seem fine. I don't think there's any kind of literature on this. Like, the guy who built this, I don't think he had any documents or anything made up for this wiring. So maybe I can find the kit online and look at the wiring on there, and then we'll be able to track down anything related to fuel pump and relays and all that stuff to get the fuel system back online. But yeah, for now I'm gonna keep probing around and see what we can find in this deep cave. You can see there's a bunch of relays, a terminal block, a whole new fuse panel, so there's a lot to check. So I'll get going on that. But I think our spark is good, like I said. But check out this interior. I think I already showed you guys, but it's red, it's beautiful, seats are in good shape. Everything looks awesome on this old car. Not sure what a lot of these switches do. All kinds of like weird aftermarket. I think that's aftermarket. I wouldn't think that would be stock. That looks weird. But I got even a little digital display here for something. So that's not stock, but yeah, pretty cool. Well, I did some reading, and that fuel injector, or the throttle body that they have on here, the aftermarket, is a Powerjection III, and it takes some tuning to get it right. Obviously this car did run once with it and drove and all that, but yeah, I hear that they're kind of troublesome if they're not, you know, tuned up good. And it's been a while. Anyways, I think the car's kind of charged up, so we can try and crank it, see if anything happens. Got a cool digital display. Look at all that. We have good voltage, so maybe we'll try that. There's nothing on. I don't know what fuel means. EE. Maybe it's empty. Still not enough juice in the battery to start this thing, actually. Cranked like halfway, but maybe I'll check on the fuel, see if there's anything in it, and add some. It's got the old fuel cap key. I'm guessing it's the little one. Nope, it was a different one. Oh, it smells nasty and old. I'm gonna put some fresh gas in there, see if that changes anything. Alright, I got about 5 gallons in there. I cranked up the charger a little bit. That's what's buzzing over there. For a second I was freaking out because I thought I heard fuel just dumping underneath, but there's just leaves blowing around on the ground. Anyways, I think we'll just throw a shot of fuel down these barrels and give it a crank, see if we can get to fire and start running on its own. I'm hoping it was just out of fuel. It's kind of cool. It's got like these dual intake runner thingies where they go to big old, looks like K&N filters. What was that sound? Oh boy. Feels like, it sounds like this thing is, sucking fuel around. No joke. I'm hearing some bubbling, some gurgling. I don't know if I caught that on video, but that's a good sign. Let me see if this does anything. No. All right, well, let's dump that fuel in and then see if we can crank it. Just a little. You always know how this goes. Yeah, it's making noise. And that was way too much fuel, but I'm gonna try it, you know? Let's try it. Nice, okay. Well, it got it to fire, that's good. I'm wondering what that gurgling was. I gotta get something to bang on this. Maybe we just need to get fuel going around, or I need to go grab someone to crank it for me while I, you know, mess with the throttle. But that's a good sign. Okay, I feel like now we've got, I don't know if any of these values matter actually. This still reverts back to EE. Our volts are down because I've been cranking a little bit. We do have water temp. Oil. Let's see if this change. I don't know how good this is coming in on the GoPro. Probably not very legible. Go ahead and crank again. I'll try and give it some throttle. It just sounds like it wants to run. I can get like one fire out of it every time now. I still think it's a fuel issue. When I leave the key on and go mess with the throttle, nothing injects into the barrels on the throttle body. Well, I think we'll just let this thing charge for an hour or two and then we'll try it again. Yeah, that was crazy. Woohoo! I don't know. I don't have enough time on this trip to troubleshoot this, but that was exciting. It's gotta be something wrong with these injectors inside here, so I was telling my dad maybe take that apart, clean those injectors up. They're probably just clogged. I don't know how long this thing was sitting, but yeah, kind of a cool car. Definitely a lot here to make a nice vehicle out of it, but just needs some work, some cleaning up. Cool. So that about wraps up our video on the El Camino. I didn't go very far with that car because it's not my car and I didn't want to like tear something apart, start something I couldn't finish. My dad's probably going to take apart that Powerjection III weird throttle body thing and clean it out, see if we can get it working. If you have experience with troubleshooting those Powerjection III systems, go ahead and leave some comments on the Powerjection III issues, or if you've troubleshooted them, and I can forward those over to my dad or show him, and maybe he can work it out. But as always, thanks for watching Stewie's Garage.